you. If you would have told me 5 years ago that I would be standing in front of a group such as you, giving a speech like this, I would have told you were out of your mind. Nothing like that would ever happen to me. But it has. And I'd like to thank the Texas Association of Music Schools for giving me the opportunity to show my gratitude and to thank the people that had a part in giving me this honor. As a young child, I looked at my future with such high hopes. I knew the college I would attend. I knew what kind of man I would marry. I knew the number of children we would have. And I had all this planned at a very young age. Somewhere along the lines, I started making wrong decisions. And the hopes and dreams that I had, the hopes and dreams that my parents had for me, at that moment disappeared. So, of course, I had to start kind of redirecting my path and to see what I was going to do from that point on. There's nothing I could do but live with the decisions that I'd made. I was a mom from the time I was 18 years old. So, of course, I needed to support my family. I worked at one menial job, one after another, just to keep the rent paid and the lights on and food on the table. Those were very hard years. Every day was a struggle, but with strength and perseverance, I did the best that I could. While at those jobs, I liked the feeling of fulfillment. You know, the kind that one hopes to find in life, the divine design. I kept asking myself, what's my purpose in life? Surely what I'm doing isn't what I'm supposed to be doing. However, through all the hardships and soul-searching, I had one constant in my life, and that was music. Music has always been a type of therapy for my spirit, and besides, my dad's been the band director for over 30 years, so perhaps it was preordained that music would be the focus of my life, my profession, and my passion. My mother said that my dad had musical notes running through his body which connected his soul, and I too longed for that connection. When I met my husband, almost 7 years ago, he was divorced and taking care of 2 of the 3 of his children. He, like I knew what it was like to struggle and to make ends meet. We married in June of 2004, and the concerns were high in trying to find a healthy balance in raising our blended family. I worked with his family at our family restaurant, but once again, I had no feeling of real achievement for myself. I tried real estate again. I'd had my license before, and I really enjoyed working with people. But after a few years of doing that, we decided that wasn't the career path. And he asked me, he said, Shelley, just think back when you're your most happiest. And of course, I didn't have to think long. I mean, everybody that knew me knew that I was my happiest when I was singing. I never thought at this point in my life that I could actually make a career of it. So he just told me to do what I need to do to make that dream possible. So I did some research, and I found that Trinity Valley Community College had a wonderful music program. And first, like Dr. Wright said, I visited with her, and she encouraged me because she knew the obstacles that I would have to overcome in coming back to school. I went to speak with Dr. McGilvray. He's a choral director, and he encouraged me and congratulated me for not giving up, as so many people do at my age. And and he gave me a scholarship. So my family, we were very excited about that as well. But when I sat them down and told them that I was going to go back to school to get a music degree, I could feel the excitement in the room. My kids just looked at me and they were so proud of me. Because, I mean, they were there when we struggled. And they knew what it was like. And they knew at this point we were all going to have to make a lot of sacrifices because I knew I was going to have to buckle down and get this done. And they were all there and they were ready for me to do that. They were happy. But I now have the opportunity to be the first of my siblings to get a bachelor's degree. I'm very excited about that. But even with the encouragement of my wonderful family, I had to overcome great obstacles to begin the preparation for my ultimate goal, and that's teaching and guiding high school choral students. In addition to my own children, I now have the added responsibility of caring for my husband's 2 granddaughters. They're ages 4 and 2. So you see the challenges are great, but the opportunities are even greater. I have the opportunity to guide these little ones guide them to knowing what it's like to fall in love with music. I would say they're my first students. They're true musical babies. They love Beethoven. Yes. But I have and I will continue to relentlessly pursue my goals regardless of any complications that may come my way. And the education that I've received at TVCC has been second to none. I was inducted into Phi Theta Kappa last fall, and I'm proud to say that I'm maintaining a 3.8 grade point average, and I plan to graduate with honors this summer with an Associates of Arts in Music, and then I will go on to University of Texas in Tyler to pursue a degree in music education with an emphasis of vocal performance. And this is all direct reflection of my professors at Trinity Valley Community College in the music department. I have the highest regard for every one of them. And they've instilled in me a deep desire to work harder than I ever have. They've motivated me to believe in myself, and in turn have given me the confidence in knowing that I have the abilities to create a desire in my future students. I've grown as an individual, as an artist, and basically every aspect of my life has changed. I've learned to give life a second chance. I see the world in a completely different light. I've learned to express myself in my work and my music. And one of my professors often says that music is, Dr. McGilvray, music is nothing if not communication. I strongly believe that. I mean, if one is not touching people to the deepest part of their being, I mean, what's the point? I mean, isn't that what music is, the rain of the soul? And I'm very passionate in my desire not only to teach young children, but to inspire them to become better musicians and better citizens. Teaching music is my chosen profession because I believe that the